Well, hi there, Scott here, founder and strategist at Innate Strategies and creator of Emergent Impact. This training is designed to ensure your ability to solve complex multi-stakeholder problems, the kinds of wicked problems now increasingly confronting us in today's world, problems that are increasing at an increasing rate. This video covers the content portion of this installment of the training. If you'd like to know more about the context within which this component sits, please visit the link to my Thinkific training site at the description below. If you're new to this, I recommend that you at least watch the video on this channel entitled A Simple Sample Project to at least get you oriented. Now on to level one, the leader, a case study.
Hi there, Scott here. I wanted to give you just a quick orientation to what's possible when you're capable of doing individual maps or individual leaders or executives or others that are in charge of significant systems. Let me first describe this to you. There's a goal at the top, and then the very next level are the key resources required to achieve a goal like that. And this is what's considered mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive set. That is, this is the math. If all of these things were operating properly, then this goal would be achievable. And then everything else that was covered in the 1 hour interview that we did falls out below these key resources and helps to support those key resources and then other things across their system in a way that enables them to get the whole goal done. So the key here is that you want to make sure that when you're reflecting this back to an individual, they feel seen, heard, understood, and appreciated, and even appreciated sort of beyond what they told you, such that you're able to make clear to them a level of value they're adding that they probably didn't realize when they're thinking of it in a sort of a piecemeal fashion. So let me tell you the story about this, and I'm going to tell it to you about on three different levels. The personal value that's represented to the leader I worked with, the organizational value it represented to her organization of over 100 people, and then the professional value it represented to me. So at the personal level, I did a 1 hour interview and then developed this systems map based on the methodologies that I teach in the Emergent Impact trainings, and then went to validate this with her, to reflect it back to her, to explore it with her and correct it as needed. And when we got done with that process, she said to me, this is the first time that anyone has really ever understood me. Every consultant that I've worked with in the past has always been trying to convince me to specialize or create a niche, sort of an offering. She said, they don't understand that I'm trying to change a whole system, a whole society. And she said, do you do organizational development work? And I said, yes, I do. And so she then engaged me to design and facilitate their annual executive team offsite. And at the conclusion of that, she then asked me to engage in a year-long process of transitioning their organization in preparation for her stepping aside and a new CEO coming on board. She was moving into sort of a chairpersonship function. That ended up being a contract that netted me over $100,000. So from this 1 hour interview and this sort of a little, and this is relatively simple in my world, map that I did for her, a whole world opened up, not just with her, but then with the referrals that came from her and so forth. So I'm not saying that this is exactly what will happen to you if you engage in this way, but I have had more than a few. Once I did an individual map for them, engage me for larger and larger pieces of work. And this is a really critical piece because it demonstrates your ability in a one-on-one setting to really understand someone in a way that they've never been understood before, and to add value to them in a way that value has never been added before. So I'm going to stop there. If you have other questions about this, then feel free to reach out to me. In the meantime, I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.